Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Call of Duty Black Ops 1. So, as you guys know, I mentioned in one of my other videos that I've been having trouble recording this final part for some reason. Originally, the audio just got messed up for whatever reason when I tried recording it the first time. The second time I tried recording it, the mic apparently did not record at all, so I just had gameplay with no commentary, which obviously is not where I want to go with that. It is a playthrough after all. And then I even did it again, and I just didn't like the way it turned out. So here I am for the fourth time. We're gonna finish this game, guys. We're gonna get this up for you guys, and I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And yeah, let's do it.
It's all in his head somewhere. He does know where it is. We have to get to the bunker. We're at DEFCON 2. You've tried everything. Not yet. I have one more card to play.
Get out of here, Weaver.
It's Hudson. What? You've been the one torturing me? Huh? Huh, Mason? Mason, you seeing this?
Damn it!
AKA me, am I seeing this?
Why can't you remember? Reznov's dead, Mason. Did you hear me? He's dead!
Not in my head, he isn't.
Right. We're out of time. The Russians fucked you up. I know you. You're not a traitor.
The numbers. What are they saying?
So this sequence is really cool. I actually really like this mission. Obviously, I've played it a few times now. I think it's really cool, and I definitely have an appreciation for the story. I see why a lot of people prefer the Black Ops storyline. I get the concept. I get how intriguing it is. It's really good. Honestly, Black Ops 1 has been great. I'm really excited to start Black Ops 2 and, of course, finish Black Ops 6. And then play all the other Black Ops games and just see the storyline play out. So, you know, our boy Mason is going through it right now. Of course. Here we go.
When he regains consciousness, double the voltage.
Not double the voltage, that's messed up. He remembers.
The subject has been successfully implanted with the knowledge to translate the number sequence.
Who am I right now? Am I out of my body at this point?
His responses to our orders have been sporadic, unpredictable. He shows a remarkable resilience.
Why?
Because I'm the MC, that's why.
It's unusual.
That's why.
Atypical. Few men possess such will. Our other test subjects have been far more successful.
Far more successful.
If you will not follow the orders embedded in the numbers, then he is of no use to me. He can run. Take him back to his cell.
That's messed up, my friend. So clearly Mason is starting to finally get his memories back, which is great. Look how crazy this is. It's crazy to think that they used to have cigarette vending machines, eh? It was a different time. Definitely don't see those anymore. Definitely a different time. I love how the photographs are all turning into the video. It's actually really cool.
He and us are not so different. We are all soldiers without an arm. Betrayed, forgotten, abandoned.
Such a cool mission.
We are brothers, Mason. We are the same.
What do you say, Reznov? We are brothers.
Kennedy. John. Fitzgerald. I'm told you are the best we have.
Such a cool scene.
Danger from the communists. Our very way of life is at risk. Dragovich
Such a cool scene. Such a cool, like, mission sequence. It's actually amazing. I love it. So cool. Clearly this is like Mason's mental state kind of just, you would think deteriorating, but at the same time he's remembering all these things. So I feel like I don't know what to take of it. But you know, I just I don't know. Like it's interesting because you would think his mental state is getting better because he's remembering what happened, but at the same time he's clearly having some crazy visuals and everything like that. And of course our boy Hudson, which I apologize. You know, Hudson has shown himself to be a great teammate.
But pain is difficult, isn't it?
And in the beginning, I still think he's a bit sketchy. I still think there's something off about him. But he's proven himself to me. I definitely like him a lot more. He's stayed by our side.
Dragovich brainwashed you, but Reznov had plans of his own.
Oh, Reznovi.
Reznov, how'd you get out of Vorkuta? Never thought I'd see you alive. He was never in Vietnam. The real defector with the Nova 6 dossier died during the attack on the MacV. He was never in the rat tunnels.
This is one of the first times I was like, okay, there's definitely Mason's off Driver. Even this mission, this part of the mission, or this mission here, I also found it was weird because even the way Woods was talking to me, I'm like, oh, Reznov is not here. And especially in the tunnels, you can tell Reznov was not there. And then around this time, I knew. I was pretty positive this was what was happening. That Reznov was just in my head. I don't understand how Reznov supposedly brainwashed me in a different way to kill, obviously, the 3 guys. Like, was he aware of how to program people? I know he was high up and working with Dragovich for quite a while, but this is kind of implying that he knows how to brainwash people as well. Or am I just looking too far into it and it's just like, okay, he brainwashed me, you know? I don't understand.
But Reznov sabotaged you. He wanted revenge for all the Dragovich done to him. Dragovich, Kravchenko, Steiner, 3 new victims.
That's what I mean, though, is like, how did he do that?
Periods where you went MIA and we couldn't account for you. But
either way, I think that obviously, at this point at least, seems like that's the best case scenario that he did do that for me.
Hundreds of sleeper agents, hidden in every state capital, are about to unleash this poison on your own countrymen. When Steiner died, we lost our key to unlocking the location of number broadcasts. You were programmed at Vorkuta to translate the number codes. Only you can tell us what the codes mean. Nova 6 was just one of the...
What do the numbers mean, Mason?
I'm sure there were others.
The numbers, what are they?
We have the broadcasts. We play them to you over and over again for hours, but we haven't been able to break through the programming yet. Mason, this is our last shot. Listen, for God's sake, listen again.
21-7, 21-4-2, 14.
Such a cool mission. I know it's like a shorter mission, more of like a cinematic mission, and kind of just bring things together. There's no real combat in this mission, which I'm fine with. I think it's great. I think it's a really cool mission. I love it.
You don't know what we did to you.
The subject has been successfully implanted with the knowledge to translate the number sequences.
Construction of a new and permanent broadcast station within their borders. From now until Project Nova's initiation, all instructions will be broadcast from the result.
There it is.
Strike at the very heart of the West.
The knowledge we've needed all along. We could have been, you know, ended the torture, or whatever you want to call it, a long time ago. I get why they did it. I get that they're just trying to save, I guess, pretty much a lot of humanity. At this point, it seems like it's gonna kill a lot of people if this stuff gets out.
All instructions will be broadcast from the result.
Rizalka.
I know where the number station is.
But still, it is kind of messed up that my friends kind of, you know,
Saw it a long time
tortured
ago.
me a little bit.
The Rusalka.
Where?
It's a bit messed up. Cuba. Oh, the sunglasses. Of course. I like how he doesn't even say anything. He just puts on his sunglasses and acts, you know?
We are in grave danger from the communists. Our freedom, our
Gotta love
way
it.
of life is at risk.
Our plan to strike at the
Alright,
very
guys, this
heart
is
of
it.
the
The
West
final
is
mission
our
of the game.
He must be
We've got through the game and we've seen the storyline. Like I said, I'm getting it a little bit more. I'm very excited to see what happens next in Black Ops 2. So I'm really excited to play it. And I hope you guys have enjoyed as well. I know a lot of you guys might have already played this game, but as a first-time player of the campaigns, like I said, I think I played like a couple of the first missions. I think I mentioned that in one of the first episodes. But I never obviously finished it, and I never even got even halfway through it. So playing it for the first time has been a really good experience, and I appreciate you guys joining me for it. I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, I mean, I hope you guys are also looking forward to the next game as much as I am. And also enjoying Black Ops 6 because I've been playing a little bit more of that, and it's been great. Honestly, I just played the other day one of the coolest missions in all of Black Ops history, or not even Black Ops history, but Call of Duty history the other day, and I really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys did too. I think it's really cool. Black Ops 6 has some great missions so far. I like the mission structure, so yeah, it's nice to play some more of that. So I will be playing or uploading another part of that soon enough. And don't worry, guys, I will be getting back to GTA 5 here soon. Either way, I hope you guys, and I thank you guys for joining me on this Call of Duty journey, which obviously I will also be continuing, but I wanna spread out a little bit, so I'm gonna be playing Call of Duty, and obviously I'll go back to Grand Theft Auto and probably other Grand Theft Auto games, or even Rockstar games, like I mentioned when I started GTA 5. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys will join me for that. Yeah, and I'm also looking to start some other new games because, you know, I'm trying to have a variety. You know, I'm trying to have like kind of something for everybody, or even some less known games that you guys maybe have never heard about. So if you guys have any recommendations or any games you want to see me play, I mean, let me know. Comment below, and I'll look into playing some of them. But yeah, just more like, you know, the odd time we'll play a nice indie game or something like that, kind of like we did with Jasant. If you guys weren't there for the stream, I played Jasant. I did have commentary when I actually did the stream, but I felt like I wasn't talking enough, so I just uploaded the no commentary version for you guys. It's a nice peaceful game to go to sleep to, or just have in the background, or just, you know, just watch. It's honestly a great game, and I recommend anybody play it, even if you watch my playthrough. Just go play it. It's honestly really fun. I'm really excited to see their next game. That seems to be kind of the same thing, just more so, almost, I think, maybe more like an open world type of climbing game, kind of with the same mechanics. I think they realized they hit something very, very good with it. They did it well, so... but yeah, that sort of thing. I'm trying to, you know, just kind of diversify what I'm playing on the channel. Stalker 2 came out today, so I'm really considering starting that up. I did not play Stalker 1, but I've heard a lot, obviously. Stalker 2 has gone through some development problems with the war and everything going on, but it's right up my alley. My favorite games of all time, or my favorite game series of all time, is Fallout, so it's definitely right up my alley. So I'm really excited to try it, and I think I'm going to play it for the channel. But yeah, let me know, guys, if you guys would be interested in that, or what other games, or anything like that, or even just any constructive criticism, constructive feedback on the videos, and what you like, what you don't like. Any improvements I can make is much appreciated. And obviously a like, a subscribe is always much appreciated as well. I really appreciate all you guys watching, and I hope you guys have enjoyed so far. But yeah, no, this is a cool mission too. I mean, it's
Keep looking.
It's crazy because playing this, it feels kind of weird, but it also doesn't feel weird. Like, not only are the graphics great, you know, the graphics are great for the Xbox 360 generation. The gameplay feels good. Like I said, Black Ops is a little bit different. I've never really been one to play multiplayer on Black Ops games, except for Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 4. I didn't even buy Black Ops 3. I think my brother might have, but I never did. But yeah, Black Ops 3, I know a lot of people love the zombies and everything like that. I know it wasn't the best received, but I've always been more of a zombies player. If I'm playing Black Ops or, you know, World at War or whatever, I'm playing zombies. Even Cold War, I'm playing zombies. I never really played multiplayer. Same with some of the multiplayer and some of them. Like, I played a lot of Blackout in COD 4. Obviously, there was no campaign in COD 4, or Black Ops 4, sorry. So I played mostly Blackout, but I played also a lot of zombies. And I did actually play a decent amount of multiplayer as well. So that was one of the ones. That and Black Ops 2, like I said, I played a good amount of multiplayer, but other than that, not much multiplayer on Black Ops. I've always preferred Modern Warfare. Black Ops was zombies, Modern Warfare was multiplayer. That's always how it's been, kind of thing. So I'm looking forward to playing some more of the campaign and stuff, but like I was saying originally, this game looks great. Honestly, the Xbox 360 generation was great. It was a revolutionary time for gaming, as I'm sure a lot of you guys remember. And even so, it looks great. I mean, this is on the Series X through backwards compatibility, and it's one of those things where I think they might have did one of the up-res and even up the frame rate on it. I think this is one of the games that they did that for, but pretty much they'll make it kind of like upscaled to 4K and have 60 frames when obviously the original game was kind of 30 frames, probably what, 720p or whatever it is. So it's very nice. It's a very good looking game, and I know part of that is because of the backwards compatibility program, which I love, and I think it's very important. I think that it should always be a thing. But yeah, I mean, even past that, I feel like it's just always been a good looking game. Even when I was playing originally on 360, it was always a great looking game. And you know what? Yeah, the art style I wasn't as big of a fan of. I think that's part of the reason I didn't play like Black Ops as much. I've always found Black Ops games more cartoony in a way. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. I think you guys do, where it's like a little bit less realistic. It's more like there's a cartoony aspect to it. Still realistic, but like still, you know, not quite to the same degree or level as Modern Warfare titles were. Especially modern day. I mean, Black Ops 6 is a little bit different because they're using the same engine as the newer Modern Warfare games are using, I believe. So that makes it a little bit different, a little difference. But yeah, even if you look at Black Ops 4 or something like that, like one of the more current ones before they started switching over the software that they use or the dev kits that they use, the tools, I guess, more so. You can definitely see a difference, and you can see the cartoony thing I mean, like even in Black Ops 4. Like, it looks great, it's a great looking game, but I don't know, Modern Warfare has just always been more of a realism thing for me, you know? So, which is nice. I mean, obviously Call of Duty is not the most realistic game, that's why I used to play Battlefield only. But obviously Battlefield has kind of gone downhill a lot since Battlefield 4. So, obviously I play that a little bit less. So I've gotten more into Call of Duty, and also a lot of my friends only play Call of Duty, and a lot of them won't even really play anything but Warzone these days, like most people. But I still enjoy the multiplayer, I still enjoy the zombies, still enjoy everything like that. It's been honestly really nice because Black Ops 6 has some great zombies. It's a great zombies mode. I'm terrible. Look at the recoil. Look at the flinch. The flinch is what really gets me in this game. Like, I remember there being flinch in most of the Black Ops games, but it's so bad. Like, I could be shooting directly at someone, but if they make me flinch, then they'll just kill me because none of my shots will hit. Even if I continue firing while my flinches right into their, you know, their head or whatever. Alright.
There's more to the ship than we thought.
Now for the second half of the mission.
Shit! Dragovich is starting the broadcast! Command, this is Alpha 1. We have confirmed that Rusalka is the broadcast source. Bring in the airstrike. We're on our way out.
Not yet. We need to find Dragovich.
In less than 15 minutes, the U.S. Navy is gonna blow this place apart!
I made the mistake of not confirming the kill 5 years ago at Baikonur.
You sure you're still not brainwashed?
Yeah, you sure, Mason?
The son of a bitch needs to go down once and for all.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Get out of here, Weaver. We're gonna finish this.
He was cutting it close, but I mean, you got to do what you got to do. I mean, I feel like the airstrike still would have gotten him. I've thought about this. And I feel like the air, because, I don't know, I mean, I guess there's probably a way you can tell that airstrikes are coming, or like that the Navy's coming. But I don't know how well you can just kind of like dip, you know what I mean? Like there's probably escape pods or whatever in this place, or like pods that can bring you up to the surface or something, but I don't know. I feel like he still would have, he would have kicked the bucket if we just didn't go down here, but I get it. Gotta confirm the kill. That's the best way to do things. Our boy Mason, still probably a bit brainwashed. A little bit off his rocker still, but that's fine. But yeah, this is really cool. This is one of the things too. It's like the setting is so cool. They have some really cool settings in the Black Ops series. Obviously, they do in the Modern Warfare series too, but I see what people are saying when they say that like Black Ops is kind of known for the set pieces. Because even though I feel like that's all Call of Duties, really, like they all kind of feel like a Michael Bay movie at some points. It definitely, like, I see it. There's been a lot of cool settings in this game, and I really have loved all of them. Honestly, maybe I should switch to an RPK. Oh, with infrared? Oh, baby, I've never seen... Oh, I probably did see this before, but... The recoil is so crazy. Can't even imagine multiplayer. A lot of people are playing multiplayer, or, like, went back to multiplayer because of the updates that they got through the backwards compatibility and all that stuff. So that's been really cool to see. I think I even jumped on for a couple games way back when, but that was like a couple years ago now, because once Microsoft acquired Activision Blizzard, they apparently, I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, they made some like very easy quick fixes to the servers so everybody could play again, and it just like it exploded. Like all the servers came back up, and well, I think they were always up, but they were just having issues, maybe? I don't know. I forget. But pretty much they fixed it, and for a period of time there, everybody was playing the new, or the old Call of Duties more so. Which was honestly really cool to see. It's cool that, you know, people will go back and do that. I think that's a big thing on PC, but I feel like it's less of a thing on console. I mean, obviously there's still dedicated people playing any game on console that still has a server up, but... It's still really cool to see. Sorry, man. I am dying. I'm doing terrible with this RPK. I should have chose to keep my other one. There we go. It's dead. Seems dead. All right. Who else? Who else wants some? Even the animations look so good in this game. I mean, I find the animations always look good in Call of Duty games, but there's some cool animations in this game. See, that's what I mean. Like, I barely got that guy. If that guy did not stop firing to start coming down the stairs a little bit more, I probably would have died. I probably would have died. Because I flinched so much, I wouldn't have been able to shoot him. There we go, just make sure he's dead. I don't know what type of pose that was. Like, what cover were you trying to take there, my guy? There we go. Get those guys killed by the cutscene. I've done it way too many times at this point, guys. I've done it way too many times. Alright. Let's go. Let's go, Hudson. I appreciate you coming on this possible suicide mission with me. You know, that's what I'm saying. Hudson is a real one. He's proven himself to me. Still, I don't know. There's something sketchy about him. I don't fully trust him still, but he's definitely shown me that he's a pretty good guy, and he sticks with me. Even with the end there, like, Weaver was just ditching me, but this guy stayed behind and tried to, you know, try to talk to me one more time, and that clearly was the right thing to do, because they ended up finding out the location. My boy Weaver gave up real quick and ran off to his bunker, or whatever it was. He's like, oh, we're at DEFCON 4 or whatever it was. But, you know, it's his loss. Now he just lost a friend. Weaver? No. Never trusting the guy again. There's supposed to be a guy here? There's one time where I was climbing the ladder and this guy was like right at the top. I was very thankful because I'm like, oh boy, what's going to happen here, because obviously I'm used to being able to take out a pistol on the ladders, which obviously is not the case anymore. I luckily survived. Luckily he had terrible reaction time. Thankfully, he decided not to just like fire shots down the ladder. That was nice of him. I really appreciated that one, actually. Here we go. Here it is. Sorry, my guy. Oh, that's terrible. Guy's arm is gone. Alright, guys. Alright. Calm down. I'm gonna try to go for a no-death run. Guy behind there? Probably not. Trigger the cutscene. Not even the cutscene, but the enemy spawn. Like, I should literally speedrun this game. I've played these missions so many times. I know that the enemies spawn at a certain point. I know to just kind of spot them and back up. What was that? What did you just say, Hudson? Was that you? That sounded like it came from you, my friend. Oh boy. I think gore should come back in Call of Duty. That's an unpopular opinion, but obviously it's not necessary. But I feel like it made World at War and even this game feel a little bit more like impactful, I guess, which is kind of, I don't know if that's messed up to say, but it's just like I don't know, I feel like it's, instead of their body just kind of like falling, which obviously still feels impactful because it's like, damn, I just killed that guy. That guy's now dead. But I just feel like it's just like a whole different thing when they're, you know, they're falling apart. It just feels, it feels more like brutal, like real war definitely is, you know what I mean? If that makes sense. Hopefully you guys understand what I'm going for there. So I'm kind of surprised in a way that they don't like have gore in the modern Call of Duty games, except for in zombies, which even then when I think about it, it's like I feel like even the gore in Black Ops 6 zombies is not even that crazy. Like, it's like the heads and the legs if you get a crawler, but that's about it, I'm pretty sure. So I will say the bosses I feel like have a good amount of gore, but I don't know, I just feel like it used to be, you know, like you were ripping them apart and, you know, I don't know, it's not necessary, like I said, obviously, but like I said, I don't know, it just feels more, I guess, realistic is the word I'm going for. Alright, let's stop this thing. Oh no. Oh no, here he comes out of nowhere, out of the smoke. Where were you? Were you hiding in the corner? Huh? Yeah, get him. Get him. Yeah, get him. Let's go. Oh yeah. Here we go.
Try to fuck with my mind. You don't know anything. Try to turn me against my own. Try to make me kill my own president. Right?
That part, keep a note of that part, guys. Now this part, originally, I was very delayed and I wasn't really mashing the buttons, yet it still pretty much worked very easily. So I don't know if you can even fail that quick time event, but who cares? I should have tried this time. But either way, you know what? That was a little bit anticlimactic compared to some of the other, like, antagonist kills in Call of Duty history, in my opinion. But other than that, fair enough. Fair enough. Look at that, and we just fade off into the obscurity. This is such a cool scene. This is such a cool scene. Like, I love this. I don't know how many of you guys have actually, like, kind of went diving in real life, like in waters, oceans, whatever it is. But there's something very eerie about seeing shipwrecks. Just kind of like, you know, the calmness of the water. You don't hear any sounds, you're just looking down at the shipwreck, and it's just so eerie. And if you guys haven't experienced that, go Go do it. It's a different, it's a weird feeling for sure.
Mason.
And I don't know why. That's just what I imagine when I see it falling. I guess obviously because it's now a shipwreck, but I don't think anybody's gonna go that deep for it. I don't know. We'll see. I guess we did kind of go deep, so it's probably on the bottom of the ocean where we were. This is such a cool scene too. Like, look at all the Navy ships that just like they all pulled up. I guess they all pulled up to take down Dragovich's, you know, phone call center.
0, 11, 24, 11, 1, 7, 19, 20, 10, 14, 2.
Wow, those are some nice numbers.
19, 0, 8, 11, 22, 21, 5, 17.
I heard you smoking a cigarette.
17, 0, 10.
Alright guys, I'm gonna stay quiet for this one.
23, 1, 8, 11, 25, 22,
22.
9, 4,
6.5
12,
millimeter.
9, 23, 1, 12, 0, 12, 16,
11,
6, 12, 8, 4, 1, 6, 2, 10, 2, 1.
Texas.
There he is. Mason. He's in the crowd. He's watching his president. He's watching him. Look at that. Honestly, not bad editing on the developer's part. First of all, I find it really interesting and cool that they used real footage of JFK throughout the entire game, really. And just even different events, I feel like, were also included in that. So I'm going to let the credits play. But I want to talk, obviously, a little bit about the game, as well as you know, the ending as well. So first of all, obviously a lot of people are wondering what that implies. To me, at least, the first time I seen it, I was blown away. I was like, oh, this is crazy. So pretty much from what I gather, like when you're killing Dragovich and you know, you're going on your whole dialogue, your whole monologue about how he brainwashed you and how he tried to make you kill his own people and stuff like that. But he asked a question, I tried. So like he's pretty much implying the fact that he has not failed at doing so. And I think this last scene is pretty much trying to imply, at least from my perspective, that Mason is going to end up killing JFK, which is crazy. All right. Now, I don't think, I've obviously don't know. I'm interested to see what Black Ops 2 has to say about this. But I don't think they ever fully answer that, but I feel like it's heavily implied by both these things. So that's saying Mason really is still brainwashed and has multiple layers of brainwashing from different people, because he still did the directive that supposedly Reznov, they thought, got rid of and replaced with killing the three guys. But clearly that's not the case, obviously. And I find it very interesting. And obviously, I mean, I really like what they did with the story. It's really cool. And I like what where they're trying to go with it. Like I like the whole like CIA dark ops, you know, like, or black ops, I guess, more so, kind of vibe that they got going on. I think it's really cool. And I just want to say that implication at the end of the fact that Mason would kill the president of the United States at that point, which is obviously JFK, I find that very interesting, you know, because I don't know how many of you guys also enjoy conspiracy theories. I love conspiracy theories. I obviously don't believe all of them, and a lot of them are just like, I don't know, I just find them interesting to hear about, read about, whatever it is. So I don't know how many of you guys have heard this before, but there is a conspiracy theory that the CIA are actually the ones who killed JFK. And they did it because JFK was pretty much someone who's being very progressive and also not listening to the orders of a lot of the things, like the CIA branch or the military branch or whatever. He was more so focusing on like what he thought went, that sort of deal, where he wasn't taking orders from anybody. He wasn't giving anybody free reign. He was the one making the decisions. And there's a theory that the CIA obviously wanted, or even maybe even before that point, and before he was in office, had more so kind of like all the power. Like the CIA was the one to actually make the decisions, whereas the president was more so just like a public head or like a public figure, for people to think, oh, well, I just voted for this person. This is the person making new laws and new, or like all the decisions or running all these military exercises or infiltrations or whatever else it may be. But there is a theory that obviously once JFK got into office and he didn't take it, like he was like, no, he kept denying what the CIA kept proposing to him. And then eventually they were just like, okay, well, we got to get him out. So we can't control him. Let's just get him out. And then they obviously planned the assassination of him. Now, obviously, I don't know if that's 100% true. I think it's, kind of believable, but it is interesting that obviously this game kind of talks about the fact that Mason might be, the one who killed JFK in this universe or in this thing, which I also find it interesting that they even used a real president to begin with, which is really interesting, which I think is actually really cool. And I think that it honestly helps the tone and the vibe, I guess, if you will, of the story and the game itself, because obviously you're seeing real footage of, not only Kennedy, but also just like other world leaders, I believe, and just kind of like events that were taking place in our real world in history at that time, like I think you saw some footage of, like some missiles that were actually like that footage was from real life and stuff like that, so it definitely adds to the tone of the game, and I think that was a great call on their part. So yeah, I'm very interested to see where the storyline goes. And obviously I'm playing Black Ops 6 right now, so I don't know all the characters or kind of like what led up to this point, but I'm very much looking forward to finding out more and seeing how everything plays out, and then kind of having that clarity on the Black Ops 6 story. And I probably will replay the Black Ops story once I get to that point. But obviously I'm going to play all the games, all the Black Ops games, and then also like Cold War is in the series as well, I believe, and obviously World at War from what I've seen, because I kind of searched up before I started this what order to play it in to get the full Black Ops story, and it's supposedly, I don't think it's a lot of it, but I think that parts of World at War do play into the Black Ops storyline. So sorry about that. So I think that's very, very interesting. I feel like that's yeah, I think it's really good, and I think it's a great game. Like I said, I was definitely surprised at how much I was into the story, because like I said, I have tried playing it before, and I never really got into the story of Black Ops. And then that's why when I talk to people, a lot of them will say, oh, Black Ops is the definitive storyline, like the better storyline out of the two, Call of Duty timelines or storylines, whatever you want to say, over Modern Warfare. And then obviously I talk to people that are like, oh no, Modern Warfare all the way. And I've always been Modern Warfare all the way. And obviously I don't think I'm quite ready to change that. I got to see the whole Black Ops storyline, and probably even that's, at some point play through the Modern Warfare series as well again. Because it has been a while since I played the, original COD 4 Modern Warfare, as well as Modern Warfare 2, like the original and stuff like that, and then work my way up. Obviously I played the newer ones and I have those fresh in my mind, and I still do remember a lot from the earlier games, but I still think it's one of those things that, like, if I'm sitting down to decide which storyline I prefer, it's too early to say that, I love the Black Ops storyline more. Obviously I don't need to say I could just say I love both of them, but I just am very happy to finally experience the game and the storyline, and I'm, like I said, very intrigued. More intrigued than I thought I would be, and I'm very intrigued to get to the next game in the series, of course. And I thank you guys so much for watching with me. Well, watching as I played through this. I can't thank you guys enough, and I really appreciate everybody who has stuck through to the end of this series and will stick through to the end of this series for whoever watches in the future. But I do really appreciate you guys. We're going to let the credits play out. Then there's something after the credits, which I think is really cool. And originally in the game, now I already had the map unlocked, but when Black Ops first came out, you unlocked a bonus map for zombies once you complete the campaign, and you will see which map that is. I'm sure a lot of you guys already know, but yeah, no, the story was good. Like I said, I think I called pretty early on, like at multiple points. I think I called the fact that Reznov was kind of just in Mason's head. Mason was just kind of tripping a little bit. So it was interesting to see, even though I had that kind of conclusion, or I guess more so just kind of inkling that was the case. It was still cool to see it unfold. And like I said, it's a great storyline. I think they did a great job, and I think it was great. It was longer than I was expecting to. I mean, when I really look back at it, it wasn't really as like longer than I expected it to be. I expected it to be like 5-6 hours max, and I think it was probably less than that if I add up all the episodes. We've only had I think this is going to be the 6th episode, and each of them are like 45 minutes to an hour. So I guess it's, it's about 5 hours probably, roughly. So it's cool. It's been good. It's been a decent length. And I think for the time especially too, I feel like, the Xbox 360 generation obviously was capable of a lot. But I think even for the time, it's very impressive what they did. Like I said, like all the settings, all the set pieces, I think it's really impressive what they've done with it. And yeah, I think back then, like in these days, it was more kind of like, it was more like a different story. Like they were developing it with a different passion. I don't want to say passion, I guess. You guys know what I'm trying to say. Like a different mindset than they are today. I think that back then they obviously had, even though Call of Duty was wildly successful, I think they still were, finding themselves and finding out which way they want to go with things. Because even with zombies, this is the first game that pretty much had full support for zombies, if I'm not mistaken. I guess actually World at War did have DLCs, right? Yeah, it did, I guess, eh? But still, I feel like this is when they really like kind of like fully got into zombies fully. Because originally, as I don't know how many of you guys know, but zombies started off kind of as a secret project within the company with just a few developers when World at War was being published or made. So it's crazy how big and how much of a household name it is now, that it's like, okay, Call of Duty Zombies is huge. Like people buy the game, me included, a lot of times just for zombies. So it's crazy to see how progressed it's come. How progressed it's been. So I'll let you guys listen to this. I hope you guys enjoy.
I said are certain to miss the future.
Oh no, I missed that.
Prime Minister Castro, this missile crisis was the last straw. We almost blew ourselves up. Now, we invited you here today...
In good faith.
In good faith. To sort this thing out.
And why is he here? He lost.
As I always say, forgive your enemies, but remember their names. Now, gentlemen, as I like to think, in the long history of the world, that there are only a few generations.
Sounds like someone breaking in.
It's just a storm, Dick. Sit down.
Oh my God!
It appears the Pentagon has been breached.
Zombies. Gentlemen, at times like these, our capacity to retaliate must be and has to be massive to deter all forms of aggression. Gentlemen, Lock and load.
Viva la revolución! Any last words, Mr. President?
Yes, Jack. Any superlative words of inspiration for our humble troops?
Do not pray for easy lives, my friends. Pray to be stronger men.
Not Kennedy with the China Lake right off the bat. He's just going straight for the grenade launcher. Gotta love it.
Major systems.
It would have been cool if, depending on what character you started as, you started with whatever gun they had. Obviously, that would kind of break it a little bit. But that's right. For those of you who did not know, for completing the Black Ops campaign, which nowadays, I think if you get Black Ops, you already have it unlocked. At least I did, and I never completed the campaign. Or maybe if you buy one of the DLCs, it unlocks automatically. I'm not sure how it works, but you originally unlocked 5 only after completing the campaign. Just like how in World at War, you unlock zombies right after you beat the campaign. Same thing, but with one map this time. You did have more maps that you could play before beating the campaign. I think there was 2. Maybe there was only 1 actually, but I think there was 2. And yeah, so it's cool to see. And I feel like that cutscene, because the cutscene does play at the start of 5 whenever you start it. At least in single player. I don't know if it does for online as well. That's pretty much the same as that, or at least the latter half of it. But I feel like it might be extended, or there might be more to it in that cutscene than there is when you just play the map regularly. But I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't take my word on it. But either way, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. It's been a great time playing for you guys. I hope you guys have had just as much fun watching. And like I said before, please like, comment, subscribe. You know, let me know if anything I can improve. Let me know if there's any other games you guys want to see. Honestly, just anything. Just comment. Anyone is appreciated. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys.